back, everybody that is returning, and those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is ASTRAEA Love, and I'm going to do a reading for you guys today, psychic reading. So make sure you're familiar with my legal disclaimer. It's in the description box below. Make sure you guys like the video as you're coming in. All right, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the prayer. We're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. We're asking that they come be with us now. We're also calling upon our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, the ancestors, and we're asking that they come be with us now. We're asking that they put a protection and cloak of protection, a shield of protection, the archangels, the Galactic Federation, that they protect us from all evil and basically be there for us. Thank you, God, for my gifts and abilities. Thank you for blessing and prospering me and blessing and prospering this platform. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. All glory goes to you, Most High. And amen to that. All glory goes to you. Honor and praise for everything that I do. Okay. So by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes no copyright, no gatekeeping, no shadow banning of my content. Everything said on this platform is copyrighted by God and the Holy Spirit. So don't copyright any messages that I have, and don't send the evil eye. Don't do voodoo. Do not do witchcraft on me. Do not do witchcraft on my platform. Do not send the evil eye. None of that shit. You're only going to get one warning to act right. And if you don't, you'll get blocked. And then I can't, I'm not going to be held responsible for whatever spirit does to y'all after that. If you come here to fuck around and play games. Just if you're an atheist or you don't believe in God, the best thing for you to do is get away from me. Okay? Okay, so I hope everybody's having a good day, you guys. I hope you're all having a good day. I pinned my PayPal and my Cash App. If any of you have any personal questions, you can send a $20 donation, and then I will answer your question with another deck of cards. So I'll pause the collective reading I'm doing for everybody, and then I'll get another deck of cards to answer your questions. So just know that that's available for those of you that need help and you don't want to spend an arm and a leg on a reading, which I completely understand. If you were to go to like 7-cent psychics, you would be spending $2 to $3, maybe even $4 now per minute. Okay. And they dilly-dally and drag it out so that it's like the longest reading ever. So you end up paying them the most amount of money. So you'll get probably either 10 to 20, 30 minutes of help, and anything that comes up in the reading when it comes to your question, if there's anything that needs to be cleared, addressed, or anything that you need to do, I'll let you know about that, and I'll help you resolve whatever energy is going on. Okay. All right. So just know that it's affordable. It's cheap. Let your friends and your family members know. Anybody that you know is struggling that's open to this type of thing, let them know that there is help out there. Okay. From a real psychic, a legitimate one, not one that I'm not going to be pre-recording a reading that I could send to fucking anybody and sending it to you that could apply to anyone. I will literally, you can come. And the good thing is I'm on here just about every single day. So there's got to be a day that somebody has off of work where they can come meet me on the internet and communicate with me, through the chat, person to person. So it's like an actual real reader, not somebody that, I don't know what these other readers, they call themselves readers, but whatever. I'm not trying to diss anybody else. I'm just telling you, you will get to work with me, Okay, so why was I even being called over here? I guess because when this deck of cards says to get another deck of cards, they're probably all right here in the same spot. All right. So I hope everybody's having a good day. God bless you. My general message is that somebody done messed up. Whoever this person and these people are, they done screwed something up. Okay. These people are very envious of you. And I just want you to know that you are not responsible for the actions of other people. So these people are trying to make you responsible for their shit and you're not. And so God sees what they've done and God sees also what they have planned to do for the future. Welcome in, Fashionista. Thank you so much for your donation earlier. And I hope you're having a great day. So if you hear any rain, that's not part of the sound bath we're listening to. The sound bath we're listening to is from the channel called Healing Vibrations. I suggest that you get yourself, no, it's called Chakra Vibrations. My bad. A subscription to that. I use their sound baths because the guy's got great energy. This one that we're listening to today is to help synchronize both sides of the brain. But yeah, if you hear any rain or cloud or thunder or anything, that is coming from outside. So, oh, hugs. You were listening to the beginning of mine earlier. Oh, good. Oh, good. You guys are so awesome. Thank you guys for your support. So let's see what comes out with the magical dice. And I won this dice at a crystal show when we were still having to buy crystals for the Crystal Ray, the store we sold. They had like, it was like you pay a couple dollars and then you pull a I don't know if it was a number or something, and then whatever crystal was in the space of that number you get, and mine was a magical dice. So I'm so glad that I have this thing because literally it's so helpful. All right, we're going to see what comes out. 2 is a feminine number. It also has to do with, taking steps towards something, moving in progression. Just fell out. Air sign energy. So the air signs are Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Even though I consider Aquarius to be both an air sign and a water sign, they are technically an air sign, okay? But yes, they are also a water sign. And I call them aqua babies. I love air sign. And actually, I think there's things that I like and dislike about all the different signs. And again, whenever we're talking about zodiac signs, we're never there are positive and negative people of every zodiac sign. We are not shaming anybody that has that zodiac sign, nothing like that. Okay. So you maybe an air sign. Okay, wait, is this about collective being an air sign? No, this is somebody else that's an air sign. So if you are an air sign, this reading is about somebody else that you know that's an air sign. Or maybe you don't know them that well, but they are an air sign. People that are Libras, those are people that are they can balance things in their favor. Usually they're very just people. They're fair. Geminis, they can be kind of two-faced or they have a lot of duality. But Geminis can usually see the both sides of every situation. And Aquariuses are very inventive. They're very creative. They're very expressive. They're very humanitarian-like. All right. So that's just giving you overall energy of those signs, what they're about. All right. Let's see what else comes out. Really? MK Ultra, which is brain control, or I'm sorry, mind control, brain control. MK Ultra, MK Extra, the Montauk Project. What is this about? What is this air sign? Is this air sign a part of MK Ultra? Yes, they are. Do they know that they're a part of MK Ultra? No, they don't know that they're being experimented on by MK Ultra. The majority of us don't, unless you are aware of MK Ultra. MK Ultra is I think it's a CIA. Well, it's this, they were experimenting with how to use substances, specifically in the 70s. MK Ultra introduced a lot of LSD to the general population. They were doing DMT experiments, all sorts of just really fucked up shit. I'm so sorry I have to talk about this, but the government was experimenting on people without their permission and without their knowledge. People that were soldiers that had returned from Vietnam, they were giving them these hallucinogens and other type of substances and ecstasy, giving children ecstasy and shit like that. Anyways, and it just basically dosing them without their knowledge and then monitoring them. What they were trying to do is what MK Ultra was intent was to do was to break people down, to fracture their mind, okay, to fracture their spirit, so that people would develop coping mechanisms. And they hoped that through these coping mechanisms or fractures in somebody's soul, that they would be able to influence a person's mind to do something against what their free will would do. So this is like, trying to program people to just randomly unalive, like assassinate somebody. And what their intention was to get people to unalive other people and have no knowledge about it, basically. Okay. And then how to mind control the general population and control their frequency through substances, through, pharmaceuticals and like LSD and heroin and cocaine, like all that type of stuff. DMT. Okay. So why is that coming up today? I guess because this person is blaming you for something and it's not your fault. It's MK Ultra's fault. Duh. Oh, also MK Ultra, well, not MK Ultra, but MK Extra was another government experiment on creating super soldiers. And then Ragnarok was another experiment that they had going, which was about, trying to use psychics to see the end of the world, shit like that. The government has created cryptids. And then the Montauk Project is another project where they were taking people that wouldn't be missed, like orphans and homeless people, and they were putting them in this chair and experimenting on them. Horrific shit. Sexually abusing them, all these other things. Okay. And then Project Looking Glass is another one that they were using with psychic abilities. Okay. Trying to see into the future and into the past. So with all of these experiments, there's a lot of smoke and mirror illusions, delusions, projections, deflection, mirroring, and reflections. So I feel like where these stupid experiments have affected the collective energy, I feel like it's caused a lot of personality disorders and a lot of people to not know who they are in this day and age, which is definitely obviously a problem. By fragmenting people's consciousness and their spirits, basically through trauma and abuse and designed abuse. Okay. This is all satanic bullshit. It's all in order. It's all falls in alignment with the satanic agenda. Okay. All of these experiments, because yes, they would sexually abuse and all. If you just listen to people's testimonies that have been affected by MK Ultra and shit like that, because you'll understand what I'm talking about. But basically, yeah, the people that have been experimented on by MK Ultra, the general population, a lot of people are having a hard time knowing who they are, having identity crisis and stuff like that. In this time, these poor people project their energy and stuff like that because they don't know who they are. And they're so fragmented through all of the abuse and stuff like that. So they wanted to basically fragment us and then reprogram us with archetypal energies like Lucifer and other type of shit, so that they could give these other fallen angels and entities power over, like basically giving them a home inside of us. Does that make sense? I know it sounds real fucking weird, but this is the best way I can explain it. So yeah, they were trying to create a foundation, whoever these people are with the number 4. They also were spreading this dumb shit in the 4 directions. Yeah, somebody was definitely under the illusion that they were going to be able to trauma bond with you, this air sign. They feel like you need to be sympathetic to their cause, but they're not going to be sympathetic to you. They're blaming you for something that you didn't do. Something that MK Ultra did to they dumbass. Delusional. These people could be trying to put roadblocks in your way. I feel like this air sign is going to have a car accident because they were sending some energy to your vehicle. And if you don't have a vehicle there, it could be because this air sign was attacking so that you wouldn't have a vehicle. They're definitely a past life karmic contract. And they were trying to create some type of mountain, roadblock, obstacle, for you to have to go through. This person was trying to put you in the energy of the dark night of the soul. Just let y'all know the dark. Yeah. Yeah. I'm judging that an addict's that and disease, folks. No, I'm not judging anybody at all. I'm just talking about what the government was doing to experiment on people. But this person wants you in the dark night of the soul. And the dark night of the soul is when you don't, it basically, I could explain that as being the dark night of the soul is when you don't know what your divine life purpose is. You have no idea why God put you here, that type of situation. Okay. So this air sign doesn't know what their purpose is, but they also don't want you knowing what your purpose is. And a lot of people, when they're in the dark night of the soul, they feel like life is pointless, that there's no reason to live. It's a very suicidal energy to be in. But I will promise you, if any of you guys are struggling with any of this, you're going to make it through the dark night of the soul. Only the weakest of the weak will take themselves out in this energy. You are stronger than this. Okay. The dark night of the soul is a temporary position. Once you figure out what your purpose is, why God created you and gave you a body to live in, et cetera, et cetera. And again, you can use your gifts and abilities to do whatever you want to help this world and help yourself. That's basically fulfilling your divine life purpose. You find out what your gifts are, what your talents are, then you use those talents to help to heal yourself, express yourself. Maybe you got and this is just an example. Maybe some of you have a lot of anger to process. That when you're in the dark night of the soul, you have all of that anger and you don't know what to do with it. But when you have an effective outlet like art, music, dance, anything like that, that you can channel that energy into something useful. Basically, it makes the dark night of the soul not a dark night of the soul anymore, because you've given purpose and intention to helping other people understand your perspective, heal from their trauma, etc. Okay. And sharing your guys' testimonies with others will inspire other people to get into alignment. So that's very much applauded at this time. All right. Hopefully everything that I said made sense. I know some of it's kind of like abstract, but you can always Google these things. You can Google MK Ultra, read about that. They've basically given out a lot of information, they're really weird about it, the government. It's like they have to wait for so many years to go by before they release the documents on shit. But you can read about MK Ultra, MK Extra, Ragnarok, the cryptids. Cryptids were like people that can shapeshift into animals but can't shapeshift back. That's what the majority of them are. And it sounds all foo-foo, like made up or whatever, but I promise you it's not. In fact, cryptids existed long ago when the ancient Atlanteans were experimenting with, making and taking the human form and mixing it with animals like in an experimental way. But the thing that the Atlanteans found out when they were making what are Chiron? Chiron's the man, the upper body of a man, the lower body of a horse. Is that these cryptids weren't able to reproduce. And so, yeah. So that's why the ancient world had a lot, and why ancient Greece and all that had all of those monsters and stuff like that, because they were experiments that were, especially like the Sphinx as well. They were experiments that these creatures didn't die for a very long time. They stayed alive, and they were experiments that were created. Okay. So cryptids are like Bigfoot. Okay. They're called the children of the night. You got Bigfoot, you got like Chupacabra, the Mothman, like Dogman. Those are all cryptids. I would consider werewolves to be cryptids. The Thunderbird is a cryptid. So anyways, that's what we're talking about when we're talking about cryptids. And yes, they are real. Yes, they are terrifying. Okay. Trust me, I've witnessed things with my physical eyes that I shouldn't have ever seen. Things that their dimensions and geometric shapes do not match anything of this world. They're completely different. Like the scary beings that I have seen, the dimensions of them, no human on this planet has ever been able to replicate the scary shit that I've seen because it's not human. So, anyways, I've definitely had experiences with different cryptids before. Pick a card from the Cosmic Oracle. So let's see. You know your purpose. Too late, hater. Exactly. Seriously. Here it is. Yeah, this person, they're stuck in the dark night of the soul. They want to trauma bond with you. They want you in the same energy that they're in. And also these people, this air sign, if there's more than one person working on this person's got a mental disorder. Okay. They're not taking their medication or something. And that in itself is making things actually worse for everybody around them. And, I'm not going to tell you that medication is 100% the end all be all fix to mental health disorders. But I will tell you that when people are doing black magic, they're putting their mental chemistry off to where they would need or be dependent on some type. And it's not just people that do black magic, but like, let's say that, well, ADHD is a side effect of black magic. Okay. And so, people that have ADHD, it could have been their grandma's grandma that did black magic or was cursed by black magic or whatever. That's my perspective of how I see mental illness. I see it as being something that's more demonic. And I do feel like the black magic and the demonic shit will cause people's chemistry to be off. And so that's why medications will work for a time. But if you clear up the spiritual issue, I do feel like people can recover from whatever they're going through mentally. And if it's something like schizophrenia, where it's a genetic thing, I also believe that I believe that God can do anything. I truly believe that God can heal any type of thing. You know what I mean? Oh, you put MK Ultra stuff in your public playlist. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, you're going to learn a lot about it. And again, I think that the government should have to pay reparations to the families that were experimented on without their knowledge, but they're probably not going to do that. Look at this intuition. See, this person doesn't want you using your intuition because you're going to pinpoint basically what they're doing. And this person is super afraid of your intuition. Like they're more afraid of you being an intuitive person than they are of, what they're actually going through. It says the red flags that you ignore now will come back to bite you later. These people are unaware that the universe is giving them red flag after red flag. Okay. Red flag after red flag. If I were getting red flags after red flag after red flag, I would stop and go, okay, what have I just been thinking? What was I just doing? Who was I just around that's causing all of these warning signs to come out, right? And we are in a Mercury retrograde. So anybody wanting to come back from the past at this time is like the worst timing ever. Air sign, yo, double confirmation. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So your intuition about this air sign is like dead on, okay? It is accurate. Even if you think like, oh, what I just thought was a crazy thought. No, it's not. You're picking up on this person and what their intentions were. Is there anything else we need to know from this deck? Yes, I get that there's one more card. Open up your heart. This air sign could be hoping that you open up your heart to them. The thing is that, yes, you should be opening up your heart, but to the right people, to yourself and to God first. and then to the right people. This air sign, opening up your heart to this air sign wants you to tell them all of your secrets, all of your, because this air sign for a while was doing some type of magic on your wounds, trying to amplify your, if this air sign knew that you had child wounds, if they knew you had abandonment problems, this air sign's been trying to play on your top. They've been trying to play on your kindness as well. And they've been trying to play on your wounds. Okay. And so they're trying to put you in the dark night of the soul by re-traumatizing you and victimizing you. And you ain't no victim to this person. All right. And so this person is going to ask you to just open up your heart to them. The thing is that you can't. Your intuition is going to give you red flags about them. You can't open up your heart to them because they're only wanting you to tell them information about you so that they can go do witchcraft on that information. Like literally verbatim, that's all this is them wanting to do witchcraft on your wounds. And they want to block your intuition. So they feel like if they amplify the problems that you've had to go through, like, for example, and this is just an example, let's say that your father beat you when you were young. This person is trying to send people into your life that would do the same thing to you, that would remind you of your father, that type of energy. All right. So completely wicked and ignorant, but whatever. And this air sign, they want to trauma bond with you. They have not healed from anything that they've ever been through. You know, they could be saying that you're fucking crazy when you're not. This person says a lot of things about you that are just like really out there and they're not really believable. Okay. And this person also doesn't want you using your intuition to like connect the dots so that things make sense to you. This person wants you in the energy of confusion. They also want you to be basically putting off. This person is trying to project the way that this person hates themselves. Okay. For numerous reasons. We don't have to go into why they hate themselves, but they hate themselves and they want you to feel the same way. So they're trying to project their feelings that they feel about themselves onto you so that you mistakenly take that energy that they're projecting onto you and you think that it's your energy. This person wants you to have the same trauma as them. They want you to go through the same injuries as them, like just stupid shit. They're like, feel my pain, suffer with me. No, bitch. I'm sorry, but this stupid person's going to have to suffer on their own. Like, what the hell's wrong with them? You're a healer. You actually heal from the things that have happened in your life. You don't just walk around eternally fucking wounded from the shit. This person's trying to mirror. They're trying to literally use the mirror to mess up your reflection and to mess up the way that people see you. Okay. This person is trying to make your energy match their slander. And it's a fuck no. 3, they thought that they mastered something. This air sign. Okay. The person that was stealing my destiny was an air sign. Well, they were earth in the air sign. This air sign is wanting your energy to match their witchcraft and their slander. And slander is a form of witchcraft. The effects it has on the reality, on the general reality that everybody shares, looks like witchcraft. Okay. It like shows up. The effects of slander and gossip show up like witchcraft because it actually is word magic. When people are trying to speak bad things over you, that's why I'm always like, when I have to say something that's not good, I'm always like, and I'm not trying to speak this over anybody because I'm really not. This person is, though. They know that you're not a SLUT. They know that you're not a whore, but this person they want their slander to manifest in your life, or people to believe, like to look at you and think that this person's slander is accurate. I hope that makes sense. Yes, your intuition will never lead you astray. Seriously. Yeah. And I feel like this person's got they've got a few diseases. Also, you could be dealing with an air sign that either is infertile. They either cannot have children because they have infertility issues, or they've had a vasectomy, which is the removing of the uterus, or there's some other reason that they can't have children anymore. This person is wanting you to also not be able to have children. This air signs, one of their worst fears is of you moving forward, having a happy family and having a legacy to leave that happy family. And this air sign, doesn't want you doing that. And God is blocking this person. Yeah, you're protected by Archangel Michael. Seriously, they don't want you having children. This person feels like you're going to produce starseed children that are going to be better than them and their children or whatever. I don't know why this person is trying to compete with you, because they're not your competition, but they need to get over it. And if you're meant to have, some of us don't want children. I raised a stepdaughter for almost 10 years. And I love her to death. And she's a beautiful, wonderful, the most beautiful, wonderful person, one of the most wonderful people that I have ever known. Okay. And so I don't feel the need to go have children because I've already been a stepmother. Okay. So I don't feel the need to go have children. However, if you do feel the need to go have children and this person is trying to block it, God is going to bring in a situation to where this person has to sit there and watch you have a happy, healthy, fully loved pregnancy and a beautiful baby. Okay. Like that's just basically God is preparing a table before you in the presence of your energies. Trust me, I'm tired. God, the one's telling me what you're going to do. Exactly. That's exactly it. You already have 4 children, and this person could be very jealous of your children as well, which this person is jealous of their own children. Super strange, but whatever. Pick a card from the angel numbers deck. Okay. Angel numbers, here you are. So when you see these angel numbers in real life, you're going to take the information about what you're doing at that time, what you're thinking about, where you are, who you're with, and you're going to apply that information to the interpretation of the angel number. And that's going to give you your own personal reading. So let's see what comes out as guidance. And I love angel numbers. Like this is one of the ways that angels communicate with us. And, I personally, I know a lot about angel numbers. I won't go into all of it of how I know about angel numbers, but there's this kind lady named Joanne, and she came across me in one of my angel number readings through a really weird way. One of my clients contacted her and said I was copying her angel number readings, which was not true. So she tested me on an angel number she hadn't written. And she was so impressed with the one that I wrote that she was like, can I just forward you all of the requests that I get for personal readings? And I was like, absolutely. And so a lot of my clientele came from her. So anyways, I have a past with angel numbers. And in 2012, when I went through my major awakening, I mean, I've always been very psychic and talking to angels and spirits and fairies and stuff my whole life. But in 2012, it was a game changer. That's when the angel numbers, I became aware of them. And they really helped guide me out of tough situations. So they basically, when you're seeing the angel numbers, you know that you're in alignment to receive a message, to get a download, etc. 7777. 7 is a very spiritual number. Then you take that there's 4 sevens, okay? And the energy of the number 4 is about a foundation. It's about stability, about the 4 directions, the 4 archangels, building something, okay? And so you take the fact that the number 7 is about spiritual enlightenment and persevering, and then you times that, you add that to the interpretation of the number 4. So it says perseverance, change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, and enlightenment. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever is taking you over now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road that you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the right next step is. Okay. You persevered over this person's bullshit. I mean, they were really trying to put roadblocks in your way. Like, seriously. 1212, perseverance and persistence. Yo, you guys, you are so strong. It says shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, commitment, new experiences. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. Wow. So this is giving you a sign that you have persevered because you've been persistent about your spiritual journey. You're being rewarded, basically. 222, you're in alignment. 222 alignment. Says connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balance, life choices, compromise, commitment, and trust. How do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piggied by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. Remember when we were talking about the dark night of the soul, not knowing what you're here for, not knowing why God created you, not knowing why you're on this planet at this time, et cetera, thinking that my life is pointless and there's no bigger meaning. Trust me, there is a bigger meaning. You're about to discover it here. And then we have 1551, hold your vision, manifestation, abundance, money, 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 money. Dreams, vision, and prosperity. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes that you desire. It's time to put your faith and time to put you into your ideas, faith in your ideas, and pursue your goals with all of your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Seriously, whatever you're envisioning now, continue to focus on that. And in fact, whatever you're envisioning on creating, envision what steps you need to take to make this a reality. 0303, taking chances. You will be called to take a chance. Okay. Success, knowledge, friendships, and patience, freedom, and optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. Then we've got, wow, 1011, taking action. Hope, new beginning, fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening. This is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you're set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. So we start with 7777, perseverance, 1212, persistence, 222, alignment, 1551, hold your vision, 0303, taking chances, and 1011 or 1011, take action. So yeah, if you take action on your inspiration, you are going to be led to success. Okay. Believe in yourself. You guys, believe in yourself. I do believe in fairies. I do. For a foundation, because what you are working towards will build you a solid foundation. Something that when you build a foundation with the Most High God, that is a foundation that will never be ripped down. Okay. We got a bunch of spooky energy coming out for this person here. Candyman, banshees, wraiths, jinns, boogeyman, ghoul. The clown, it is the boogeyman, basically. I mean, it's one of the boogeymen all over the world. Anyway, Slenderman, Grim Reapers, Demon Zozo, Bloody Mary, Cenobites. So this person has tried to send some type of supernatural energy towards you. You're being protected from that energy. And then, the universe is clapping back by sending the Grim Reaper and shit after this person. This person could have also been using a Ouija board. The demon Zozo has taken possession of that Ouija board because this air sign was trying to use all these different divination methods to get information on you that could be used against you to basically see what's coming in your life so they can block it and stop it. Okay. And it's a fuck no, bitch. Fuck no. Fuck no, ho. Yeah, this person does not want you being a content creator. They don't want you being a tarot card reader. This person could be one of these things, or they could call themselves one of these things. Again, this air sign doesn't have actual abilities. They're not gifted. They don't have the much needed. Obviously, if this person had a psychic ability, they would be able to pick up on you being chosen and you being an actual real authentic fortune teller, real psychic, real spiritual practitioner. And again, anybody that tries to fuck with somebody who's a spiritual practitioner is an idiot. So this person obviously doesn't have gifts and abilities. They just see you. And this is like, okay, when the people steal your destiny, so that earth sign person that thought that they stole my destiny, they took my position in the store, we sold the store, all that shit. Then I came back to my online presence, okay, to help the general public so I could reach more people. Now this person realizes that they did not steal my destiny, so they want to block this new destiny that God has given me, and God is basically shutting this person down. So you could be in a similar situation to where you had to walk away from something, for whatever reason, and now you're doing something new, or you could be called to become a content creator of some type or whatever like that. And this person is trying to block this new endeavor. Okay. They want other people to doubt what you say and not believe you. And this air sign wants to be looked at like people, the way that people look at you, they want people to look at them like that. But nobody, like this air sign makes fucking horrible choices. Why would anybody listen to them? Seriously. So this person is extremely jealous. And you're like, probably like, well, ASTRAEA, I'm not a content creator. But still, that could be part of your purpose, or literally this person doesn't want you coming into any type of spiritual career. Okay. So just know that if you're not doing that, also this person could have been going to a content creator, a tarot card reader, spiritual practitioner, psychic, or fortune teller, and could have been asking about your destiny instead of their own, which is very foolish. Yeah, tricking. This person could have tricked an actual reader into trying to get this person disclose things about you. And this has pissed off the divine realm. I don't think anything about you was actually disclosed. I think that this air sign was basically told by whoever that you are going to be like, I think that this air sign was told that you're going to be something much greater than what they're thinking, basically. This air sign wants you to self-sacrifice, self-martyr yourself. They want you to take your own life. I picked up on that suicidal energy. They want you to not be able to to get deliverance from whatever they've done. This person is seriously fucked up. This person will be back. They think that all they need to do is just apologize to you, but how can you apologize for trying to destroy somebody's mental health, their physical health, their life, their future, their destiny, how they're perceived in the spiritual realm and the physical, trying to take somebody's man or woman away from them, trying to make sure that nothing ever good comes into somebody else's life? How could anybody even fucking apologize for that shit? And this person, if they come to you with some type of fucking dumbass apology, I would tell this person to go eat some fucking crow. Like, seriously, back up and go eat crow, bitch. I personally, and this is why God is so much greater than me, I personally would not forgive this person. Absolutely not. And I definitely wouldn't fucking goddamn let them back in my life. Zozo said hi yesterday. Now Grim Reapers too. They're so cool. Yeah, these beings are scary, but they're not negative. Not to people who are on the right side of things. This air sign might want to be afraid though. Yeah, they're going to be coming back to you to ask for help because there's a natural disaster headed their way. It could be a storm, a flood, a hurricane. I almost said a hurricane, an earthquake, a tornado, a fire, a volcanic eruption, or a tsunami wave. This person is pissed off the planet with whatever their plot was. This person could have been putting jars in the earth with your name in it, and the earth is like, do it again, bitch. I'm going to take you the fuck out. Seriously. I hate people. I hate witches and warlocks due to the fact that they put curses into the earth and they do other things that curse the planet. And the rest of us are trying to clear generational curses, break generational curses, make the world better. But then you have these fucked up witches and warlocks that go behind the righteous's back and commit sins against the world, against God, and against everybody else. It's like ridiculous. They try to undo the good things that were done. Yeah, this principality that they've been working with, okay, we do not fight against flesh and blood. We fight against principalities. This person wanted you fighting against a principality to the point where you would never figure out that it was a principality. You already know about this, though. You already know this principality or about it. This person was abusing their power and they were trying to get your authority stripped from you. And that's a big no-no. So it says pull one card for the present situation. What is going on presently with this dumbass? I think it's so funny that God allowed this person to think that they stole my destiny and they thought they were living in my purpose. Come to find out that God moved me into my actual purpose to where I could reach a lot more people. And God gave me a bunch of upgrades and level ups and shit. And this dumbass bitch is like over here trying to now destroy that. You got somebody that will not leave you alone. My biggest advice for the general population is leave other people the fuck alone. If you don't like them, don't like them. Feel however you want to feel, but leave them alone. Straight up leave them. It's going to be safer for everybody if everybody just leaves everybody else alone and stops trying to torment people. Because this air sign, they don't know what you've been through. They don't know all of the trials and tribulations, all the things you had to survive. I mean, this person knows some of them because they were the ones causing it, but they don't know this person would not survive not one day of hardship that you've made it through. That's why I don't have no respect for this person at all, because they literally are weak as fuck and they're going to get taken out. Because when somebody wants your destiny, that means for them to be who you have become, they have to go through every loss, every heartache, every pain, every trial, every tribulation, every roadblock, every mountain you've had to climb, every impossible situation you've had to get through. They have to go through all of those things and survive it and be able to keep going to be able to be in your position. And so the shit I've been through, I wouldn't wish on my fucking worst enemy. But I do know that the things that I've been through, especially the things that this dumb air sign caused, like my family committing suicide and shit like that, this is all coming back on this person. They're going to have to make it through everything that I had to suffer through at the hands of them and at the hands of everybody else. And this person, what pisses me off about this person is like, you could already be an orphan. You could be like adopted like me, or you could be an orphan, or you could have gone through foster care. This person had a loving family. They at least had a loving mother. This person has siblings. They have all these things that you didn't have growing up. This person had. So how are they going to be able to be in your destiny when they had an easy life growing up? This person complains about being the oldest sibling or whatever. Yo, I'm sorry you had to babysit your younger siblings while your mom went to work. Grow the fuck up, bitch. Shit. Do you know how many people that would have loved to had siblings to have in their lives? Come on with this shit. People are so fucking ungrateful. It's like seriously mind-blowing to me. Like, I wake up every day thankful that I'm alive and thankful that God has blessed me with breath to speak. You know, I don't wake up like this person wakes up and first thing they go to is trying to control your life and fuck it up. They wake up with breath in their body and they're not even thankful for that. That is insane. This person's tried to infiltrate your neighbor. Yeah, you babysit yourself. Exactly. This person has tried to infiltrate your neighbors. And again, this air sign, if you were being gang stalked, it was this air sign. It was behind this air sign's energy, because they feel like for them to be a better version of you, you have to be destroyed completely. So they are trying to attack your neighbors. And this is why I say pray over your neighbors, pray over your community, your society, your environment, your city area code. Pray over that, okay? Because you never know who is trying to attack those who are around you, right? And so this air sign is currently trying to actually move into where you live. This person's trying to become a part of the community. That's a fuck no. This person can't afford to live where you live, but they're trying to infiltrate your neighbors to get your neighbors to spy on you and to try to get a community to turn against you. And the people in this community are looking at this air sign like they're crazy. Look at this. What did I say about this? Suicide spells, jar spells, poppet spells, coffin nails, graveyard dust, murder spells. This air sign is in major trouble because they tried to murder you with witchcraft. They tried to take your life from you with witchcraft. And then not only that, they're sending this suicidal energy to your neighbors, to your community. That's not cool. Why would anybody curse like this person is so fucked up that they would literally poison the water that goes to like 5 different cities just with the hopes of poisoning you. That is how toxic they are. And what did I say about this person burying jars in the ground with your name in it? You know what I mean? Nah, fuck this shit. Stupid ass, dumbass person needs to be slapped the fuck out. And I literally pray that this person gets what the fuck they deserve. And that all of these innocent people that surround you, AKA your neighbors and community, I pray that these people wake up and see what this air sign is doing so that the people around them stop them, put them in jail, block them, outcast them, kick them out of the fucking community, whatever it is. This air sign needs to be dealt with. And this air sign is lucky that you don't practice witchcraft because literally, first of all, I ask that all of this witchcraft that they did is returned back to them and reversed back upon them and their family. Secondly, they're lucky. You are so powerful that if you did witchcraft, this bitch would have been dead a long time ago. Okay. So, people might want to be mindful about continually trying to abuse you and trigger you and get you to take yourself out, because you could flip the fuck out, and go into a wrathful rage. And you could be like, you know what, Grim Reaper, go handle this bitch. Go take this bitch's soul and put her in purgatory. You know what, Demon Zozo, take this bitch out. Literally. They're lucky that you don't do witchcraft, because if you did, this person would be dead. And they're not even grateful for that. This person wants you to look like you practice magic. Fuck. Burning candles. If you burn candles and pray, I don't consider you to be a witch. I consider the people to be witches, the ones that anytime they have a problem come up, they go straight to the sorcery and then they abuse the natural gifts that they have to do something unnatural to someone else or something else. Okay. And I do not agree in creating dolls of people. I don't agree in trying to kill people. And I do not agree with trying to bury curses in the earth. I think that is probably, out of all of this stuff we've discussed so far, that is the most offensive to me personally. This person's wearing a mask and they already sold their soul to the devil. They worship false idols. These demons can't do anything to you, and they don't even want to. This person is currently trying to cloak their energy. And I'm sorry, ma'am, sir, but you are seen dirty ass, grimy ass, dumbass fucking hoe. You are seen by God. You are seen by the Holy Spirit. You are seen by the community. People know you a witch bitch. Okay. And you just hate non-collective because they moved on with their life and actually fulfilled their destiny. And you're not a part of that. Get the fuck over it. Maybe you shouldn't have betrayed this person, air sign. Maybe you should have been a betraying fucking cunt, because had you not been a betraying fucking ass cunt, collective probably would have still been kind to you. But this, you don't owe this air sign any kindness. If there ever comes a defamation case out of this, sue the pants off this person. Sue their children's. I'm not even joking. Sue this person so bad to where they would never think to fucking try to ruin the name of another one of God's children. Yeah, Zacuriel, Zaphiel, Seraphiel, Jangonio, Wariel, Turiel, Arachiel. We invoke and evoke these warrior angels against this air sign that already doesn't have a soul. No wonder they're doing this dumb shit. They want you to lose your soul. No, sorry, sir, ma'am, bitch, witch, hoe. But I don't own my soul. The Most High God created that shit. So I'm going to leave my soul in the hands of God. You won't be touching it, and neither will anybody else. And I won't be sacrificing myself or any, and I don't even believe that you can sell your soul, but what the fuck ever. Like literally doesn't belong to we do not own our souls. We did not create our own souls. God did. So yeah, sorry, sir, sorry, ma'am, but that's not going to be happening. You know, this air sign wants you to look like you're a sellout or something, but you guys are not. You guys are not sellouts. Yeah, this air sign is they're facing a court case right now. Like maybe not right this second, you know, but they're, you know, come Monday, they got to go back to court or whatever. Obviously today, you know, if you're watching it in right now time, it's a Sunday, but if you're watching this in the future, just know that this person is having court issues. You know, they are not a responsible person. Okay. This person they've got a warrant out for their arrest, and they've also lied under oath about you in a court of law, saying some stupid shit. Maybe that you practice black magic or that you're a hooker. This person did not know you enough when they were around you to know what you do and what you don't do. They're just using defamation of character and slander. That's all. This air sign thinks they're getting a new beginning off of you being persecuted, and they don't even see that these warrior death angels are literally the ones that are making this person be brought into a court of law. So they will have to answer for their crimes. It's crazy. And if this person has paid any type of root worker to do anything to you, there's evidence of that. And that is, you know, a premeditated murder plot. Because if you're trying to pay any other person to use spiritual methods to kill somebody else, you're premeditating a murder. Okay. So I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I've literally I've had clients where one of my client's sisters was attacked with a voodoo spell, and it put her in a coma, and it gave her a stroke, and we were able to reverse it, and she came out of the coma, but she was still paralyzed on one side for a long time. It's so uncalled for. This person is a fucking witch, dude. They're in court. This witch, warlock, sorcerer, wizard, magical practitioner. This person could say, oh, I'm a shaman. No, bitch. There ain't no shamans that exist that are out here trying to fucking kill people. Shamans are people that have overcome disease themselves personally. That's how they know how to heal other people of shit. So yeah, this person is saying, oh, I'm a healer. No, bitch, you're a fucking witch. Okay. You're a nasty ass, grimy ass, dirty ass fucking witch. Straight up. This person's ridiculous. They were trying to use witchcraft to try to steal from you. They were also trying to take you to court so that they could get your money. This is what I'm talking. Oh my God. This is what's so frustrating. This person was already trying to live off of your intellectual property, your money, your energy. They thought it was theirs. They are so delusional that they thought literally that your destiny was theirs. They thought that they fucking stole some shit. And they thought they exchanged their poverty-stricken ass. They thought that they made an exchange with you. And no, they didn't. This person thought that they were going to continue to try to live off of you and put you in poverty. It's a fuck no, bitch. What would ever warrant that? Also, this air sign, the reason behind that they were doing all of this air sign lied to the spiritual realm about why they were trying to do all of this in the first place. And so the spiritual realm don't play about people that fucking lie. And if you go to a root worker and you lie to them and you trick them to attack a chosen one, and that root worker loses their gifts, that root worker is going to come for this fucking air sign and take their life from them. So they might want to be mindful about that. Fire sign energy. Interesting. So this air sign, so you could be a fire sign. This air sign could be trying to steal from a fire sign. Or they could have been working with a fire sign energy to try to do this. I'm getting that this air sign definitely put a fire sign energy in poverty, and they're trying to work with this fire sign. Yeah, this fire sign could be somebody that's a computer hacker. They could be on the dark web. You know, maybe they were creating some type of scheme to scam you on the dark web. Yeah, these people hate your beauty. They hate your optimism. They hate your grace. They hate you that you're obedient to God. What else do we need to know about this air and fire sign? Maybe this air sign was also trying to steal from this fire sign, or this air sign was putting revenge corn on with a fire sign on the dark web, trying to taint somebody's character. This person is remote viewing you, making a wish against you. That's their current energy. They're trying to see if their witchcraft worked. No, the fuck it didn't, bitch. We still have our souls. We still have our magical powers. We still have our abilities. You know, if we wanted to, we could fuck your ass the fuck up. We could send you a natural disaster and we could destroy your life. Probably in less than 24 hours, we could bring total destruction down upon these people. But that's why we don't take vengeance into our own hands. We're going to let God destroy this person, because God knows how to hit people, when to hit people, where to hit them, and how to hit them. What I just say, the wrath of God. This person lost their gifts. They're pissed. This fire sign could also lost their gifts and abilities. What did I say about that, though? Literally, these people started a war with you and God over your spiritual inheritance and your personal legacy, because you're an earth angel. Like, just think about it this way. This bitch was trying to get an earth angel to kill themselves. How demonic do you have to fucking be to come up against, like, Jesus Christ was an earth angel. How demonic do you have to fucking be to come up against somebody that is a Christ-like being? Like, you have got to be fucked up in the head and fucked up in the soul, if you even got a goddamn fucking soul with this weird shit. Yeah, this person betrayed you. They betrayed an earth angel. This is why they're about to get their shit rocked motherfucking permanently. This person will have burden after burden after burden that they will never escape. And they're also still under the control of MK fucking Ultra. Riddle me that. So they're blocked. Their heart's blocked. They've got a blocked chakra. This is a backstabber, a betrayer. We're going to pull a card for the future energy on this situation. All you need, if this person comes towards you to apologize, say, I'm going to stop you right there. You don't need to apologize to me. You need to apologize to God. And then all you need to say is, I know who you are. I know what you're doing. And I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. I don't give you consent in any type of way to do anything that you've ever done to me. And I rebuke you. And I report you to the Most High God. And if you want forgiveness, you need to apologize to God, because God is my father. God is my parent. The heavenly father, mother, creator of all things. That is my parent. You tried to kill my parent's child. Okay? Think about that. How would this air sign like it if you killed their fucking child? Literally. That's what God's going to do to this person. Probably take one of their children. That's sad, but it is what it is. You know, things have to be balanced out. Yeah, the future energy is that this person or these people, they act straight, but they're not. Okay? They could be bisexual, transgender, whatever. This person is so fucking confused. They don't know who they are. They don't even know who they want to be. They could be saying that you're transsexual, or again, I don't know what transsexual is. I have to look that up. They could be saying that you are transgender. What? Bitch, all people have to do is look and see if you have an Adam's apple. You could see I ain't got no Adam's apple. What the fuck is this dumbass hoe talking about? Why are people so fucking stupid? Why do they believe people like this? This is ridiculous. So this person could be saying that you're transgender, that you are against the LGBTQ plus community or some shit like that. No, that's not even true. Yeah, they're trying to create confusion. This person is also in denial about who they are, and they're sexually confused. They're on their way to purgatory. That's the future situation with this person. Ew, get the fuck out of here with this shit. Just leave us all alone. What would the Most High God do? You're going to see what the Most High God's going to do. Yeah, I think that this air sign and fire sign, these people in the back of their mind, they're like, okay, if this witchcraft shit doesn't work out, no problem. I'll just go to a church. I'll just join a church. I'll get baptized. I'll pretend to like God. Do you know how offended God is when people are like, oh, God, I repent for my ways. I'm going to change my ways. And then they're lying. Like, do you know how that pissed off the Most High gets at shit like that? This air sign literally could be like, oh, I'll just go join a religion and they'll wash me of the sin and I will be free to continue to sin against God and everybody else. No, the fuck, bitch. It doesn't work like that. You unauthentic dumbass. Seriously. You can join a church, but everybody in that church will be punished severely, beaten with flogging and the rod by the Most High God for fucking helping you. This air sign has got real bad karma. Anybody that helps them will be put up under judgment. This air sign and fire sign, they will try to come near you. They will try to contact you. They will try to figure out where you live. They want to bring this graveyard dust to your fucking house and all this dumb shit. Make sure you're sweeping around your home. Make sure you have cameras. Make sure you're doing your due diligence so that these people get caught the fuck up, because they're under the wrath of God for trying to assault an earth angel. These church members are going to be very triggered, very angry, very pressed and pissed off with this air sign. They're going to be wrathful. Straight up pissed. They're going to be pissed that this person did all this witchcraft. And to be honest, this air sign could already be and this fire sign, they could already be a part of like whatever these religions are, Lutherans, Baptists, Protestants, LDS Saints, Christians, Catholics. They could already be a part of this shit and just been doing witchcraft on the fucking side. You know, all my neighbors that did all the shit to me, all those people were LDS saints. They called themselves saints while they were doing fucking voodoo and witchcraft on me in daylight. Didn't even fucking wait for the sun to go down to do the shit outside my house. Fucking dumbass people. And they're just okay with that. Like, if you won't join our organization, we're going to fucking do witchcraft on you. Like, come on with that shit. And not only that, the saints, they love to wash from the beginning of their church to now, they've been washing their sins on anybody that doesn't join their organization. That means everybody that doesn't join their organization gets cursed. No, I don't think so, bitch. It's only going to be you and yours that are fucking cursed. Yeah, there is no God of any religion, no Jehovah, no Yahweh, none of that shit that's going to back these people. In fact, the fact that this air sign has tried to enter into this religious bullshit to get free from the wrath of God has triggered all of these gods that rule over all of the fucking religions. This person is going to experience tragedy, loss, sorrow, grief, pain, and natural disasters continuously because they were never your friend. They were always trolling. What a weird ass piece of shit to be sexually attracted to you, not even tell you that they're bi or whatever. I fucking weirdo, man. This person seriously is scandalous. They've got a conspiracy. They're scheming, plotting, plot planning. And you know what? All of these deities of these religions that these people have tried to go to, they're also plot planning. So all you need to do is cleanse your space and clear your energy of these people. Bless your property, bless your home, take a spiritual bath, continue to stay up on your spiritual hygiene, and it'll put this person in their place. Okay, what can we expect for like the future on this energy? This is an ex. You need to clear your space of a baby mama, baby daddy, ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-lover, ex-friend, and ex. You need to clear your, you need to clear your space of them. They're an ex for a reason, remember. This person is a criminal. They've committed physical crimes, fraud, identity theft. They were trying to traffic you. They have a felony. They're going to be in court and brought to a felony, and they're a scammer. Pick one card from the Twin Flame deck. Interesting. So this person was also trying to block your love life. Like you deserve to kill yourself, have no one love you. Like, this is all out of jealousy and envy. You never did anything to this person. You never took a lover from them. You never fucking did anything to this dumb bitch. This person forgets that they're in the fucking wrong from the beginning to now. And whatever they already stole from you is all they're going to fucking get. And then even that, they're going to have to pay it back in blood. Since they feel like they can do everything better than you, why don't they stand up and actually do shit better than you? This person's always going to be fucking second, third fiddle, or whatever nonsense. They can't do anything like you can. They're in the fucking Five of Pentacles. This person is about to be in poverty. Two of Cups. Yeah, you still have a soul contract with the universe. They tried to block this. They did not want a lover coming in. Soulmates, unity, close bond, spiritual connection. This person tried to literally stop you from having a spiritual connection. Wow. Wow. That nobody on this planet has the right to do that to another living being. Not even a fucking animal. You can't even do that to an animal. This person might want to be mindful about that they have royally fucking broken universal law many times by trying to manipulate your free will and by committing crimes against you. Water sign energy. You could be a water sign. You may want to look and see where water's at in your chart because these people are trying to sacrifice you based upon your birth chart. I did the Aleister Crowley bornless ritual. And it basically, what it does is it removes everything from your birth chart and washes it all clean so that people like this, when they go to attack different things in your birth chart, it just doesn't work. You know, it just doesn't work. So that's one thing that I did to get rid of, because people were literally trying to go back into my mother's womb, go back into the past and sever my connection from being born. They were trying to go back in the past and kill me while I was in a fetus and shit like that. They were trying to end my life before I could come into fruition. Like, that's not even possible, but whatever. They were trying to do those types of spells. And my birth mother is dead. She killed herself at the hands of this air signs witchcraft. So, you know, I will be getting justice. So will my birth mother will be avenged. Her soul will come back. And it will take this air sign cunt the fuck out, straight up. And if there was a fire sign involved in it also, these people are going to lose their motherfucking lives. All right, let's get one more. Yeah, all these water deities, water sign energy, then water deities come out. So yeah. Yeah, this person is a fucking idiot. They've got to be one of the dumbest humans I've ever come across. Seriously. To think that they were going to succeed in this shit because a demonic entity told them so is delusional. This person wants revenge, but you didn't do shit to them. They're just vexed and they're intimidated by you. This person can't dream. They're having nightmares about you. They're seeing you in their dreams. They know that something good is coming to you because they keep having dreams about you being happy and successful, and they keep having dreams about them being destroyed, and they're real upset and pissed off about that at this time. This person thinks that they're God, and they're not. Their God is about to show this person that they are not God. This person wanted to block you from loving yourself and from healing. And they tried to do this by bearing false witness against your name to a coven or a secret society so that they could get these people to defame your character and to take you out. And all of this has backfired upon them. All of it. By me speaking my truth, by you speaking your truth, we're exposing these people without even actually having to say no names or expose them in any type of way. We're just exposing what was done. And what was done, trust me, if I know about it and I can speak on it and I can speak and tell on it, do not think that God sees everything. God knows everything. God knew what this earth sign was going to do before she did it. That's why God rerouted my life to a better plan. Same thing with you. God knew that this person was going to do the shit that they were going to do. Now God just wants to know, are you going to let this person back in? Are you going to accept their apology? No, bitch, you killed my motherfucking mother, my birth mother, which I did not even have an opportunity to meet her. Who knows how that would have gone, but still, I'd like to have the opportunity to meet the woman, but you stole that opportunity away from me. Hell no. Forgiveness is going to come from God at this point. And if this person tries to say, oh, you're an earth angel, you have to forgive me. No, you don't have to do shit. You don't have to do fucking anything. You don't have to forgive anybody if you don't want to. Just forgive yourself for like, I forgive myself for knowing this fucking idiot person. But other than that, if they want forgiveness, they better go to my birth mother. They better go to my father that they killed with witchcraft. They better go to my family members and ask them for forgiveness. They better go to the Most High God and ask them for forgiveness. It's not going to come from us. We're not letting these people, in their brain, forgiveness equals you accepting them back in so they can come in and finish what they started, which is taking your life. And that's never going to happen. So just make sure you guys are cleansing your space, that you're keeping your body clean, that you're eating foods that are good for your body to the best of your ability. Don't be so hard on yourself. Love yourselves, and everything's going to work out fine. In fact, we're going to see this person may pass away. They may pass away of cancer or some other shit, whatever. It's not your fault. Whatever happens to these people is literally not your fault. Okay. Just know that. Thank you guys for making it to the ending of this reading. I love you so much. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, you guys, peace be with you. Have a glorious, wonderful day. Clean your energy and pray. That's all you need to do, is just thank God. Thank God for literally showing you what you needed to see. And thank God for being there for you. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I'm giving you air hugs and lots of support. Go out and be your awesome selves. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. All that good stuff helps the platform. But I love spending time with you guys. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye.